Hi, my snarky YouTube friends. It's Dino Pinch, and you're in the handyman zone. Today, we're going to talk a little about locks and how to pick them with a hand pick. And basically, what I'm talking about is like a lockpick tool, like something like this. Could be different shape or something, but basically a lockpick tool, and what they call a tension tool. And we're talking about any lock, like a door cylinder, or a bedroom, or a dorm, or something that's hiding a liquor cabinet, or front door, back door. Basically, picking a lock. Even cars, trucks, tractors, stuff like that. Most lock cylinders is what they call this, or what they call a 5-pin design. And what we're going to be using the lock pick for is to reach inside the lock and set our pins at the correct position to allow us to open it as if we had a key, even though we don't have a key. So let me show you a little bit about how a lock actually works. I'm going to show you the pins and the springs, and then we're going to get to picking a couple of locks just to show you. This is basically a lock cylinder, although I cut open the side where the pins are, which is what keeps it from unlocking, or actually locks it, because I want you to see. And as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins there. I'm going to put it in this stand I made up so you can get a good look at it. This is the front where you put the key. What you're looking at is the side where I cut it open, and the 5 pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you see, that's the pin on the bottom, that brass thing. This is a spring. So there's 5 springs, there's 5 pins. When we pick a lock, as we're reaching inside where the key goes with the lockpick tool, as you can see, it's got a hump that kind of points up. So I could actually manipulate individual pins, like there's pin 1, there's pin 2. I could reach past 1 and get 2, 3, 4, 5 down the line. But let me just show you a pin 1 lockpick tool and point out with the other. Now see, there's a pin at the bottom and a pin at the top. When we're picking a lock, basically what we want to do is this gap here between the top and bottom pin, we want right at what they call the shear line, which is right where the cylinder meets where the pins go. And when we get all 5 of these, as you can see, they're all different heights, they're all crooked. Now I just want to show you, if I put the key in, see how they're all even, and we got them at the shear line. Now we can turn the key. Now they're set down into the cylinder, and they're holding the cylinder, keeping it from turning. So when we pick it, we're attempting to get all 5 pins at the shear line so that the cylinder can turn. We use what they call the tension tool, which is just basically an angle of metal, and that's to put in the bottom of the lock cylinder. Okay, so the tension tool goes in the bottom, and this basically lets us put tension on the cylinder like we would turn in the key. Then we could stick the pick, so you can see how the pins will get set as I'm picking inside the lock. And I want to keep a little tension on the tension tool, and the reason that is as this cylinder twists inside its bore, when these pins get to their shear height, the tension between the cylinder and the bore will keep these pins at like set, what they call set. So you see, let me set a couple. Okay, so I got tension on the tension. Now watch when I let go of the tension. See how they went down? So we're using the tension tool. We're not going crazy on it. We're just using it to set 1, 2, 3, 4 up. I got to get that last one up a little bit, and I got this lock picked. Number 5. There we go. That was that number 1 pin was hanging up that time. Now watch as I turn it back to home position, the pins go down. Now, that was the practice lock. Let's use a real lock, put it in the vise and show you guys. Now here's a real lock cylinder that you'd find in any home at the front door. We're going to put the tension tool, and we're going to start raking those pins and see how we do. Okay, I could hear when I let go. I want you to check that out. I got a little tension on the tension tool now. I'm going to let go and listen. Did you hear that? That was with the pins going back. So I know pushing the pins up. We just got to get them in the right position. So it's a worthwhile hobby. It's fun and rewarding. You can turn it into a career and you can make money at it. So have fun, you know, picking your locks and practicing and stuff. Everything I showed you today, you can either make yourself or purchase on the internet. So share the video on social media, like it, subscribe to my channel while you're here. It's the Handyman Zone. I'm Dino Pinch. Thanks for watching.